55 at the time, Tourette syndrome is a condition which affects tens of thousands of people across the UK, but access to diagnosis and treatment can vary a lot depending on where you are in the country.
It usually begins during childhood, but the negative impact of the condition can last a lifetime, as our reporter Hannah Walsh has been finding out.
When he was 6, Spencer from Oxfordshire started having noticeable tics, such as sniffing loudly, snorting and making funny noises. He then started using bad language involuntarily and was eventually diagnosed with Tourette's. The BBC spoke to him back in 2013 when he was 8 years old.
It is quite difficult in supermarkets, shops.
After years of therapy, Spencer's now able to control many of the symptoms, but says getting the initial diagnosis wasn't easy.
Diagnosis process-wise, that was more hard on my parents, I think, than it was for me. Doctors wouldn't take us seriously. We were told that they were bad parents or that I was just misbehaving or just, being naughty.
We invited Spencer to meet Jimmy from Bournemouth. When she was younger, she would roll her eyes and make faces involuntarily, tics that were dismissed as her misbehaving.
I don't remember when it actually started. I remember being a kid and getting in trouble a lot, and then the teacher used to say I was the most disrespectful child she's ever met, because every time I look at her I pull a face or I roll my eyes like she's annoying me.
She finally got her diagnosis aged 29 after she saw someone privately.
When I did get my diagnosis, I just felt a little bit validated. It just put me at ease, as much as nothing else changed in my life at all, apart from getting a letter.
There are currently no official guidelines for GPs about tics and Tourette's, meaning diagnosis and treatment is inconsistent across the country. A recent Freedom of Information request identified only 12 NHS trusts currently provide full diagnostic and treatment options for children and young people. That number is even smaller for adults.
Families very often spend years being bounced around the system and not getting any further along, and whilst all this is going on, there's a person at the centre of that that's struggling to understand what's going on with themselves and also get support within school or education and the workplace.
The National Institute for Health and Clinical Excellence, which decides what should be available on the NHS, says, "Recently we published draft guidance recommending 2 digital therapies for chronic tic disorders and Tourette syndrome to help people manage their condition. NICE has finite resources, and we must focus on those areas where our guidance is likely to lead to significant improvements for people using NHS services."
I hope that in the future they don't have to go through this whole fight and be able to just access help, because at the moment that seems a near impossible task.